Very good morning to my dear students. We are learning lesson number 3, that is triangles. Yes, and some of the theorems we already learned it. Today we will go forward and we will see the next theorem of today. Yes, so this is the point of today. स्क्रीन शो हो रहे हैं ना? सर मेरा स्क्रीन शो हो रहा है? Okay. So, students, to property of median drawn on a triangle. Choose the vertex and the side opposite to this vertex. Which is the side opposite to this vertex? That is BC. Is one of the side of triangle. Now, the midpoint of this side, okay, and the vertex, the segment joining these points is called as a median. Yes, we learned it before. So the definition is given here. The segment joining a vertex and the midpoint of the side opposite to its vertex is called a median. Okay. Now the property regarding this median that we will see now. Okay. But the median is particularly for right triangle. Okay. Right angle triangle. So here the median drawn on the hypotenuse of right triangle. Now we'll see that median of right triangle. Now here you can see the statement carefully. In the right angle triangle. Okay, now here in the diagram, see ABC angle triangle. Yes. Now the length of the median, the median. Okay, median the hypotenuse. Median, the median AD. Length of hypotenuse. Now, which hypotenuse. Remain is the hypotenuse, right? So here that is BD is the median. Here BD is the median, and we have to show it. It is half of the hypotenuse. That means AC is the hypotenuse. So BC equal to half of AC that we have to prove. Yes. Now what is given? Given is triangle ABC. As it is right angle triangle, so angle B is 90 degree and the segment B is median. Okay, that all is given. Yes. Now, see, prove it. Little construction in the diagram at point E on the ray BD. Okay, such that B dash D dash E. This means the three points are one line. Those are collinear points. That it means. Okay, so what we have to do? We have to extend this segment BD such that what is the length of segment B? The same length we have to extend. Okay, and the point labeled here is E. That means the if the length of, we are considering only, if the length of BD will be 5 centimeter, then you will extend from this D point the length that will be also 5. Yes, it means. Now, so that's why as the length equal, so length BD equal to length DE. This length BD that will be equal with length DE. Yes. Now join the segment, join the points EC. Okay, that will make segment EC. Point E, it joined with C and the segment EC that we have to draw. Okay. Now, let's see the proof. In triangle ADB and triangle CDE. Now, see triangle ADB. Which is A, sorry, triangle ADB. This one. D, it's ADB. And second triangle is triangle CD. These two triangles we have to consider. Okay. Now see in these two triangles, segment AD congruent segment DC. Okay, as we know, as we know, Yes. Segment segment AD is congruent to segment DC. Yes, because we know D is the midpoint. So that I have written over here, that is given. Okay. Now angle ADB is congruent to angle CDE. Now let's see. Angle ADB. Which is angle ADB? Angle this. Okay, this is the angle ADB. Angle. And as we know, the property of vertically opposite angle to each other. In last lesson, I analyzed it. Okay, so those two angles angle ADB and angle CDE. Angle ADB and angle CDE. Those are the vertically opposite angles. And we know the property of vertically opposite angles as those are congruent to each other. We learned it in last lesson. Okay, that parallel lines. Now, segment BD is congruent to segment DE. Now, segment BD, segment ED. Yes, why is it? Because we done the construction. congruent to each other, their corresponding parts are also congruent to each other. So BAD is congruent to angle ECD. Now, see, where is BAD angle? Each other. Yes, AB is parallel to EC. Yes, segment AB is parallel to segment EC. This means AB is parallel with segment EC. Yes. Now see here, as the triangles are congruent, these two triangles are congruent to each other, their segments will be also congruent to each other. So we can say that segment AB is congruent to segment EC. So here AB is congruent to segment EC. We can say it. AB is congruent to EC. Yes? Mark it as equation 2 and this as equation 1. Now we have to assume next pair of triangle, that is triangle ABC and triangle ECB. Sorry, ABC. Triangle ABC means this larger triangle ABC. This triangle and another triangle we have to assume, that is triangle, we have to take that triangle ECB. That means EC and this B. Okay, these two triangles now we have to take. Yes. Now in these two triangles, see there, AB is congruent to EC. We just saw that AB is congruent to EC. Okay, now angle ABC, that means here, angle ABC, this angle is congruent with angle ECB, means this. As we know, both are the angles measure 90 degree. So those are also congruent to each other. And segment BC is congruent with segment BC. Why? See in the diagram that segment BC is the base for both the triangles. So as it is common, it is congruent with itself. And the reason is common side. So by SAS test, this SAS test, both the triangles are congruent to each other. And as the triangles are congruent, again their corresponding sides, that means AC congruent with BE. This AC is congruent with BE. Okay. So that is equation number 3. Yes. Now as we know that BD equal to DE, how we can say it? Here, because of the construction, BD equal to DE. And we know that D is the midpoint. Okay. D is the midpoint of that segment. So we can also write each of the segment, that each of the part is half of the BE. Okay. देखो ये जो D पॉइंट है ये मिड पॉइंट है. सेगमेंट BD और सेगमेंट DE ये इक्वल डिवाइड हो गए एज D इज द मिड पॉइंट. तो हम ऐसे लिख सकते हैं कि BD जो है
ये BE का हाफ है, या हम ये भी लिख सकते हैं कि ED जो है ये सेगमेंट, ये भी BE का हाफ है. So BD equal to half of the BE, or we can also write DE equal to half of the BE. Yes. Now from equation 3, see equation 3 that AC and BE both are congruent to each other. So instead of this BE, I can replace AC. Okay. Instead of this BE, I can write that AC. So same step, BD equal to half of this BE is replaced with AC here. Okay. So that is the, we need to prove that BD equal to half of AC. See here, BD equal to half of AC. Got it? Simple. What you have to show? You have to take, in the proof, you have to take first pair of triangle, that is triangle this ABD, and another triangle is ECD. In these two triangles, show them congruent to each other, and by SAS test you can show it. Okay. Now as the triangles are congruent, their angles, that means A angle and angle C, those are also congruent. Angle A congruent angle C. Okay. Now as these two angles are congruent, that means those are alternate angles. So we can say that AB is parallel with EC. Okay. And segment AB is congruent to segment EC. Okay, this AB congruent with EC, because those are the corresponding sides of congruent triangle. Those are the triangles we shown them congruent. Now in second pair, you have to take these larger triangle. This one and another triangle is on this right side, this one. These two triangles, now show them congruent to each other by SS test. Okay. And by as SS test, you can write AC congruent BE. AC this segment, okay, and is congruent with BE. And then replace that BE, okay, here with AC. Now, what is mean by perpendicular bisector? As the word perpendicular, we know, okay, it will form the angle 90 degree. Okay, so a line, here you can see a segment AB. Here is the segment AB. And perpendicular means a line drawn such that will make 90 degree angle with the segment. It get intersect and form 90 degree angle. So that is perpendicular. And bisector means that line, it forms, okay, it divides the segment AB in two equal parts here. So the symbol mentioned here, that congruency symbol, two equal parts. So line L, it is perpendicular and it bisects the segment AB equally. So it is called as bisects parts. Bi means two parts. Yes, so perpendicular bisector theorem. Now what is the theorem? That every point on the perpendicular bisector, every point on the perpendicular bisector, this is the perpendicular bisector. And here a point I mentioned, point P, only one point, okay, I have taken here, point P. Okay, every point on the perpendicular bisector of a segment. And the endpoints are A and B. So point P is at equal distance from this endpoint, and point P is at equal distance from this point B. Okay, that means these two segments are congruent because that is equidistant. So we have to show it that these two segments are congruent to each other. Okay. Segment AB, line L, that is a perpendicular bisector, and it bisects the segment in point M. M point से वो intersect कर रहा है. Okay, as it is perpendicular, the angles are 90 degree. This angle is 90 degree. Okay, and this segment AB is bisector कहा है, इसका मतलब AM is congruent with BM. Yes, so that is all given, and we have to prove that point P is equidistant from A and from B, end point of a segment. Now, let's see the given. Line L is the Now we have to prove PA equal to PB. This segment PA equal to PB. Okay? अभी सिंपल एक ट्रिक मैंने ऑलवेज बताया है, अगर कोई सेगमेंट, अगर कोई एंगल तुम लोग को कॉन्ग्रुएंट शो करना है तो उसके रिस्पेक्टिव ट्रायंगल्स को देखना. ओके, अभी ये सेगमेंट जो है दिस, ओके, ये सेगमेंट ये ट्रायंगल का है, लेफ्ट साइड ट्रायंगल का, और ये जो सेगमेंट है पीबी, ये राइट साइड ट्रायंगल जो है उसका सेगमेंट है. तो ये टू ट्रायंगल्स को अगर तुम कॉन्ग्रुएंट शो कर सको, okay, then as the triangles are congruent to each other, their corresponding angles, corresponding sides are also congruent to each other. So try to prove those two triangles congruent to each other. So see the proof that in triangle PMA, the triangle PMA, this triangle, and triangle PMB, which one? PMB. In these two triangles, okay, that segment PM congruent segment, sorry, yes, PM congruent segment PM. See, PM is the common segment in both the triangles. So, okay, that is congruent with same segment as common side. Now, angle PMA and angle PMB. Yes, now see. Yes, so here PM. Second one, that angle PMA is congruent with angle PMB. See, PMA, angle PMA, where is it? That means this angle, angle 90 degree. Okay, and angle PMB, this one, this is also 90 degree. So these two angles are congruent to each other as those measure equal as 90 degree. Yes, and then segment AM is congruent with segment BM. Okay, that will be also we can write. That means segment PM congruent to segment angle M congruent with angle M. AM congruent with segment BM. That means side, angle, side. By this test of congruency, we put them both the triangle as test, both now angle M is congruent with this angle M as those are 90 degree each, and AM segment, okay, is congruent with segment BM. So as A as test, both the triangles are congruent to each other. Yes. So here, now as the triangles are congruent, their corresponding sides will be also congruent. So we can write segment PA congruent segment PB. PA is congruent with PB as those are corresponding sides of congruent triangle. CSCT, corresponding side of congruent triangle. Okay, so as those are congruent to each other, their length is also equal. So length PA equal to length PB. That means same, PA equal to PB. That we proved here. Okay, that every point on a perpendicular bisector of a segment is equidistant. From the end points of a segment lie on the perpendicular bisector of the segment. Okay, so before perpendicular bisector theorem था, उसमें क्या था कि जो पॉइंट है Okay, any point equal perpendicular बाइसेक्टर पे है. ओके, स्टेटमेंट का कन्वर्स करना है और कन्वर्स स्टेटमेंट नाउ प्रूव इट. ओके, सो दैट इज द कन्वर्स ऑफ परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर. राइट. Lie on the perpendicular bisector of the segment. Now, as that is given, equidistant, that is given. Okay, वो पहले ही बताया है. So, in given, here PA equal to PB. Right? So, here that is PA equal to PB. And what we have to prove? That P is a point on perpendicular bisector. Okay, so see the proof here. What to write here to prove that point P is on the perpendicular bisector of segment AB. Yes, point P is on the perpendicular bisector of segment AB. Now let's do the construction. That take midpoint M of segment AB and draw line PM. Okay, the midpoint M here, that is the midpoint of segment AB, and we have to draw a line PM, that line PM. Yes, now again, because of that, all that, you can see the two triangles form here. These are the two triangles. Now let's try to show these two triangles congruent to each other. Yes. Now how to show them? Which will be the factor we can use to show them congruent? In triangle PAM and triangle PBM. See, PAM, this triangle, and triangle PB. Segment here, A segment, BM, right? And here PM is common in these two triangles. All are the side, okay, we use to show them. Students, these two triangles, we find the factors, all the segments of both the triangles, okay, are congruent with the corresponding segment of another triangle. So segment, segment, segment. The triangles are each other as corresponding angle of congruent plus angle CMB. Okay, अभी जो so instead of any one angle, I can write another. Okay, तो कोई भी एक एंगल के बदले मैं दूसरे को लिख सकती हूँ, दोनों कॉन्ग्रुएंट है। तो यहाँ पे क्या किया देखो, PMA as it is, this middle sign, and this PMB is replaced with P. Yes. Will get divided to 180, and the value we will get here, that 9. Yes, so here angle PMA got value 90 degree. So if the angle formed, that will be 90 degree, that PM segment is perpendicular to segment M. We know so here if is on the perpendicular bisector of segment AB. Yes, so that is how to write the proof for perpendicular bisector theorem. It is the converse of it. Okay, this is the proof of converse of perpendicular bisector theorem, right?
Angle
Hello, Anjum teacher.
You can see the angle PQR. Angle PQR is the angle is the ray because of that two congruent angles. Okay, then that line or that ray is called angle bisector. So regarding that, here we have to prove every point on the bisector. इसके बिफोर कैसा था? परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर सेम है कि every point on a bisector here. Okay, so every point, so one of the point is point A. So every point on the bisector of an angle is equidistant. Means ये A point जो है ये equidistant पे है from sides of the angles. So side of the angle means side QR and side PQ. So A, the distance of point A from QR is this AC. Okay, and the distance of point A from segment PQ is AB. Okay, so that is equidistant. So we have to show these two segments congruent to each other. Those are equidistant. Okay, तो इसको again congruent to each other. These two angles, if that will be possible to show them congruent and try to show them congruent.